That butterfly bush right there, that buddleia, the Cardinals have their nest right in there. And the reason I'm not going back there and doing any kind of yard work is because they have a nest back there. I don't want to disturb them. When I walked up before I started filming, there was a female cardinal flying back in there. Then there's my Philadelphus back there blooming. And I've got a vitex tree back in the back, also known as a Texas lilac. It is not a lilac, also known as a chase tree. Those are the seed heads, I believe, from last year. And that's one of the things that can make this tree, it's not native, it's native to India and China, to make it really invasive, but you know. We're invasive too, and well, anyway. Then you got D.D. Blanchard magnolia, and I got that one year when I was working at the Plano store, and they had a big hailstorm, and they threw a bunch of stuff away. And after the insurance guys came and they wrote it all off, they gave some of us stuff, you know. Of course, you bought soil and other things to help it go in. But, you know, it could be misconstrued as against company policy. But throwing stuff away that there's nothing wrong with, and go in there and fill up the landfill so you can't fill the landfill up with other stuff like plastic bottles so they don't end up in the ocean. That's a bad example. There's a squirrel. He's sneaking around. He smells, I just put fresh bird seed out, and he's like, I can smell that seed. I don't know where it is, but I'm going to find it. Let's see, how do I get down from here without having to, well, let's see here. Well, dude, you better not be thinking about eating those birds' eggs. That's all I gotta say. Hey, Chippy. Hey, Chippy, look up here. Chippy. I'm gonna zoom in on Chippy. He heard me now. Alright, Chippy, there he goes. And he's going down the fence. And he's going through the mulberry tree. Let's see, where'd he go? And he's going down the mulberry tree. He's going to come right up to the back door and he's going to go, where's my food, Steven? Where's my food? Where's my food, Steven? And he's going to go down there, and then what he's going to go from there is he's going to run across the driveway, and he'll go right to the bird feeder, and he'll just start munching out, and it'll be easy for him because I got the no-mess bird seed. The problem is the bird seed that has shells on it, sunflower seeds, the hulls have a natural weed preventer, like a pre-emergent. That's why when you see sunflowers growing in a spot, there's not anything else growing around them except for like ragweed. You know, tougher weeds are going to grow around sunflowers. And I'm surprised that nobody has come up with a natural herbicide made from the ingredient, or the pre-emergent natural herbicide that's on sunflower seed shells. I've mentioned it a couple of times, and I don't know, there must not be as many scientists up here, or rather, I didn't see them where I worked. They probably shop somewhere where it's cheaper. When I worked in Houston, now that place doesn't exist now because it just doesn't exist anymore. Teas nursery, there'd be scientists in there. You mention something to them, and then next year you'd see it. Especially if they had, you know, a benefactor that would help them produce a product. I have ideas all the time, and I've given a lot of ideas away. And some of those ideas, I'm kind of glad I didn't get paid, because some of those ideas have led to things like lawsuits. And when I mentioned them at the time, I even said so. I said, you know, in the future, you know, 10 years time it probably won't be a problem, but 20 years time somebody's going to have a problem, because whatever your method of delivering the vapor, it's got to be 100%. And I don't know how you can make it 100% if you're putting a lethal chemical like what's that stuff now? Hydrogen sulfide. Hydrogen sulfide is a byproduct of bacteria. It's basically bacteria farts. Nicotine sulfate, you know, if you're breathing in pure nicotine in any kind of vapor, I mean, here's your idea why it's not necessarily a healthy thing. There used to be a product on the market called nicotine sulfate, and you used it to kill bugs. Problem is, kids were drinking it out of the bottle, thinking they could get high, and it was killing them. And there's a bird back there. Anyway, everybody have a great day. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Try to be kind. You know, give some of us a break. Not all of us went to school and had computers to learn on. Some of us don't know what we're doing. Well, you can learn. Yeah, I'm learning. But, you know. And don't think you can do a background check and never mind. It just, whenever somebody says, I know something about you, well, you better be 100% sure you know something about me, because I know something about you just from you talking to me. And I hadn't said nothing. And the reason I hadn't said nothing is because I don't know if it's bragging or if it's true. So, there's that. Anyway, y'all have a great day. Don't threaten anybody. Don't do any veiled threats. Don't try to do this one-upman stuff. It's not kosher. Nobody cares. Everybody's bored. You know, you've been inside long enough to want to fight somebody else. Well, now you know how it feels to, well, you don't know how that feels because you don't have people talking. You don't have them, never mind. Never mind.